could not escape if I wanted to. Too much on my plate, I can't take it all. I missed the last train, now I'm walking home. Fireworks are scattered across the lawn. Last night I saw them flying across the stars. I can't give up, I'm weighing my options. I can't bear the weight of nostalgia. Talking to a stranger, it's all love. Whenever you need me, I'm not there. Yeah, someone tell Cupid I got you in my crosshairs. I see the future sometimes, how can I stop it? I can tell you think you know, but you don't. I'll go everywhere, I'm not going home. I'll go everywhere, I'm not going home. Don't ask if you'll see me at the show. Answer you 'cause you know.
This is a jumbo coffee morning. I need coffee and an IV.
I have problems in the morning just to get upstairs. You can't see how you feel, like you don't even care. I have conversations with myself, it's like it's 2 a.m. I had prayed to God, yet it all disappeared. Always fresh when you come on, you need these roses, and we didn't shit. You can almost like half the dorm and we shared. Everything was a ball, but with you I was there.
Give me a second. Damn it. Probably should have done this before I started. Stop. It's lagging. don't know. I'm gonna leave it like that, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I'm just gonna look uglier. So, it's been a month since I did my last stream, I think. That was sort of intentional, because I mean, I sort of had a lot to do, but of course, a lot of days I wasn't at my best. But, now a month of summer break has gone by, and so have a month's worth of baseball games. Tonight, or was it this evening? The sun, it's still pretty hot outside. Of course, since it's summer, the sun doesn't set until 9. I just saw this basketball fly across the window because I have for once I have the curtain up to where I have really good view of the neighborhood. Well, I mean, it's not really that good. I was like, I want to see decent amount of it. I have to stand up a little. I think it's really beautiful. It's like, reminds me of this cover of the grapes that they say from the state of Bolchi. It's like really beautiful. It's a nice like green and yellow from the sun. Zip lines. Oh god, I'm doxing myself. Anyway. So I'd like to reflect tonight on just how the month went. So I suppose I definitely won't get to everything, even if I had like 5 tries to do this. Time didn't matter because there's just so many things that come into just really living life, even as a social recluse like me. It's not like a really big thing, not a big deal, but it's like really just any life has so many things that converge, that everything just converges into that life, how you are and what you are and how you feel. Yeah, okay, basically it's like that. I think it's not like I said anything about that. So without further ado, hopefully I can get through this in less time than last month's June introduction. I have a 2-hour playlist prepared of the month's albums. Of like most of my favorite songs from each album. For Beyond the Real, what is it? Let me see. Beyond the Sunflats, Measure Smoke Wings. Between the Real and the Shadow. Yeah, so that album. The 2 tracks in the album, one goes halfway towards Midgard. It was 56 minutes, and Lucky's Trick, the B-side, is 22 minutes. I was considering putting Lucky's Trick, but I feel like it's too abrasive to talk over, so I just put in Wisconsin for that, for the representative album. So, please refer for Wisconsin, it's for 8 minutes. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's see. It's not really a set. Agenda I have for today. Tonight, this evening. I forgot. I was vacillating between. No, it's not. So I wrote this, just a short introduction, because I didn't, like, as I wrote, I didn't want to make this too big of a deal because of my failures with like History of February. And I would say this month it did feel a lot better than last year's June thing. With the addition of only certain things, with a bunch of other different things, like, of course, the summer game, which I'll get into, I'm forgetful to start to do some like a reflection, because it's kind of a thing about me. It's like deep baked into, I don't know, deep baked into my brain and start to fish everything out. I have a ton on social media. I did try to tune in a little bit to a baseball discussion, like today when I look. I mean, it's like, okay, wait, June's already over, but like I saw this. No, wait, oh no, wait, I saw this thread last night. It's like this guy was saying how bad baseball is now, and I don't have anything to really say about it because I didn't never really watch the baseball back in the day, like Roger and Charles. Roger and Charles broke his the 60s and early 70s, I think. So I don't really have an opinion on that, but I did tune in a bit into baseball discussion. Unfortunately, this month I didn't really go outside that much, so I didn't have that aspect. Though it's not dissimilar. It's not unlike last year's. Whereas I didn't really go outside either. I just sat on the couch all day. Like I got on the couch like doing my own things on the computer. I kind of have fond memories of the summer, but it's also at the end of it was not good. So I mean, I did kind of get myself into that mindset, and with it, my favorite thing about baseball right now is probably the analytics of it. Still, even if they're got things like the scorecard, and I think to the scorecard a little bit. I gotta see some things that I want to talk about. I don't know where it got. Where's it? So, actually, wait, since we're on the topic of, wait, okay, I'll talk about the MLB itself first. So, for the most part, following the schedule is actually surprisingly easy. On, like, half of the Sundays this month, I actually didn't have to go to church, so it made it a lot easier. Of course, there's still some mistakes and mishaps, maybe. I'm not sure what words means, but what I mean is like, mishaps works, right? The mishaps that weren't my fault, like the postponement of the June 11th game between the Braves and the White Sox at Wrigley Field, which prevented me from getting to watch the White Sox at the Braves season earlier. And I mean, this is also my fault, but the June 15th game, it was the 16th, I think, where I fell asleep in the middle of the third inning, I think, while watching the Royals and the Nats at the Nationals Park. It was terrible. Just thankfully, I mean, I think the decision to watch at the Everett Albasox were, I think, I think this, I forgot stream things, but I think this was my stream. So Albasox, I believe they're like the AA team affiliate for the White Sox. I don't know, the high affiliate of those. You know what? Why did I say Sox? Isn't it Mariners? It's always Mariners. Very ridiculous. Yeah, but I think it was a good decision to watch the Everett Aqua Sox play that game. Even if that game was, I would say, kind of off. One of the more agonizing ones, like, other than the game on the, was it the 29th? I think it was the 27th, probably. Yeah, that's June 27th was the worst game, or I mean, worst experience hands down. And I mean, if you know me, you probably know why I have a bias for the Padres. But I've been trying to, like, I don't want to have this bias, but I still do, from the remnants of the 2024 season, including the Padres went 23 scoreless innings and lost the series. I think it was the ALCS. No. It's the NL, right? The National League Championship Series. I know it's the Division Series. Oh my gosh. And then Roger Angel in the summer game, like in the middle of it, Angel like talks a lot about how business is sort of bringing, or I mean, stretching the sport of baseball thin in the United States. Like, even back then, you could see how these weird schemes, like changing and extending the season and adding different more playoffs, like the championship series was a sort of novel. I think novel was like a competition. It's like a new thing at the time. No, it was a new thing. It's like kind of weird because oh yeah, and then later on with the expansion, Seattle can say the Padres. Like the division starts more teams, and actually conferences had to be split into two divisions, which is what created the Championship Series. Thing about, and it was just like this sort of probably seen as unnecessary, and so probably I'm not sure this. I haven't actually thought about this. Like, just think about expansion, just like spreads more talent across more places, and as a result, like sort of the entire league just gets less stacked maybe as a whole. But I'm not really against expansion. Oh dear, I'm not going outside. Poor John. I'm talking about MLB. Oh, she said. I was talking about the Padres. No, I mean, okay, yeah, it makes sense. I was talking about the playoff failures of the Padres, and that game, I watched the Padres play last year against the Dodgers. I think I don't remember if it was not Petco or Dodger Stadium, but it was an unfortunate loss. I think it might have gone to extra innings, or at least like to the ninth, where the Dodgers were ended winning like 7-5. But I feel like that game is even worse because like with these challenges, unfortunately, the natural thing that's happened over the course of the last like week is that I've become more tired of just having to watch just a game every day. It's like that's the thing, having to, because like I don't necessarily have to before the challenge. I am, and I think it's a good thing that I'm doing these challenges, but the thing is, I also spend a lot of my day just doing random useless things, and when I think about, this is something, okay, wait. So when I think about the time I could spend while, the time this game spends, I could be doing something like more productive, because that's something I worry about when I'm more productive. But like, if I didn't use up that time watching the game, which I think is something productive in itself, and another way of just like having a nice experience watching it, then like I wouldn't do anything better with my life, because I spent like 18 hours just doing bullshit. No, I'll just leave it. I'll just leave it out. Oh yeah, wait. So, yes, to last night's vlog, I mentioned that I wanted to talk a bit more about the games. Because I had to catch up on a few these last few days to like fulfill the 30. I just got done watching the last game I needed to watch like an hour ago. It was like the same matchup between the Braves and the White Sox, except it was the game on the 9th, which I picked because it was the retro throwback thing that they were doing. They also did it like kind of recently too, and that game also on the walk-off. And then of course I picked that game because I thought it would be a nice enough to the month. I thought it was like, unfortunately I didn't get to watch it all with like full attention because I had to do some errands. But I watched most of it in the car. I mean, not most of it. Most of it while I was outside. I wanted to feel like I was but I had to leave at like 30 minutes. It was I keep calling Clayton Holmes. I think his name's like Holmes. That's his last name, Holmes, for the Braves. Who had like a 15K game last year. Those are Grant Holmes. How much is that? Hey, I've got a fact check, yes. Grant Holmes is... No, wait, okay, yeah, it was Grant Holmes. And I believe this guy is also a pitcher. Also pitched a 15K game. I'll check that too. Just to prevent misinformation. Grant Holmes logs career high 15 strikeouts and versus loss. He only went like 5 in the 30. He only went like 5 in the 30, I think, this game. Oh, no, he went 6 in the 3rd innings. I never read this article. I read a few MLB articles over the month. I probably should have read more. If I were to consider myself seriously getting into this challenge, but actually not serious. I read an article about pitchers that pitched for a couple years in Japan that once were like not as good as they are now. Like I believe for the game on the 16th, I read that article because I searched up Foster Griffin. And it talked about him along with like Martinez with the Padres. It was cool to read that, and also the Tyler Rogers. They made a Luis Survivors article. They wrote one on. I put this on the laptop. But wrote an article for Luis Survivors, and it's so cool. Cause it's like my favorite player. I don't watch, but I'm happy he's having a good season. He's like completely like with his. Like, he was so bad at fielding, that's why no one really wanted to spend much time on him. Because his fielding was apparently, like, really, really bad. And this year, he's, like, done in the league. He's, like, one of the best fielders in general in the league. And at least, like, top 3. Probably still I'll check that too. In second base, which is his position. I forgot why. I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe the article goes more into it. Like, I thought I remembered, like, second base is just like, maybe just second base is just more of a natural position for him. I mean, a position that comes more naturally for him. I'm not entirely sure. So now he has 99, or what is it, 11 outs above average. This is really good. So let's check the leaderboards. Outs above average leaderboard. So we have PCA. Hold on, let me put this on screen. Okay, this is so we have PCA. He's prevented 14 runs and he has 15 outs above average. He's been one of the best fielders in baseball these past few seasons. Just like, I mean, I'm not things I haven't really like been thought of the idea of looking up like defensive highlights or anything. I wish I could like see these players that play in more close segments of time, but. Maybe the way I don't know how to really like probably research these things, so it's my fault because like I have an entire month to delve into the mindset of learning more about baseball, but that's just one of the many shortcomings. So okay, wait, anyway, so it's PCA and then JJ Reinhold, who's a rookie, he's having a really good season. Not cover my screen, hopefully nothing bad pops up. He's 23. He's 23. And he has a 260 average at 358 LVP before he slow. He has a 15 outs above average, which is kind of crazy. It's like really has he has the 15 including run value too, and he is top 10%, top 7% in base running run value, which I'm not sure. I'm not entirely experiencing what those. I hadn't really been on Savant as much as I had expected myself to be this month, unfortunately. I just forgot about it, which is a shame. Okay, wait, that's enough. So, we have PCA and Letterhold, and then we have Bobby Witt Jr., who's also been one of the best, just generally best players in the sport for the past few years. He's also, One was really good batting. He's really good at, let's see. He has a really good bat. He's batting 296, 369 OBP, and a 41 slug for 150. It's kind of crazy. I'm not sure what XO means. Wait, maybe it's not here. What is XO? Jump? No. Explore. Where's the old one? Oh wait, right. So it's expected to run this average central velocity. Okay. I mean, I sort of know what it is, but at the same time, I don't know about it in depth. Anyway. And okay, wait. So you have PCA, Wordle, Bobby, and you have Arise, and then you also have Rafael and Jacob Young. By the way, he made probably like one of the craziest saves I've seen. The whole defensive plays I've seen this whole month. When I watched him play at Chocolate Field, so where the Rays play. I think it was the 8th inning. The Rays were pulled down by Mr. Williams. Rays batter hit the wall directly. It wasn't directly to center. That's the thing. It's like Jacob Young is in the middle of the field, so pretty far out, and the ball was hit towards left center field. It's like it was pretty high, but it was descending pretty quickly, and there wasn't a lot of time to get to it. And if it dropped in the ball, it would have been like a double at least. What was this? I think it would have scored one maybe. Jacob Young was just like running as fast as he could towards it. Wouldn't have been a home. It was really close, but wouldn't have been anymore. And he just couldn't like stop running towards it in order to catch it. And then he catched it, and then he like slammed to the wall. Oh, that's the music. I thought it was on that side. He like slammed directly into the wall. He was like, I think he got the wind like knocked out of him or something. He was just laying there for a little bit. I think he got up somewhat quickly, and just like they stood there for a few minutes, just like making sure he was okay. And of course, he got taken out of the game. It's like amazing to see. And I thought it was a shame that I didn't really see a clip of it on Twitter, at least in like the first hour, like when the play happened. Like the only clip I actually like, decent clip I saw was this one of like TikTok. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh jeez, how am I gonna search this up? Maybe I should do like, yeah, let's do some learning. Wait, no, wait. No, it'd have to be well, I think, wait, let's make this easier. First, I'll just look up the date of the game, like when it happened. So it was like somewhere June 19th. The game, the Nats versus the Tampa Bay Rays at Tropicana Field. 26. 6/19. And then the team. I'm not sure. No, wait, okay, wait, I know it's just like both of them. Rays. and then pitch result, fly out. Wait, I mean PI result. Field out, I think that's what it means. It's like either one of these three innings. Is there like a fruit? No, probably not. There might be like a. I'll just do this. Let's see. I forgot. The thing is, let's just search for this. Oh yeah. This might be it. No, okay, that was pretty easy. Wait, okay. No, wait, then this doesn't make sense then. I'll just do this. It has to be a Nationals reliever. Maybe. Problem is I don't remember when it happened either. I think I might have made a scorecard for this game, but I'm not sure. Fuzz out. I don't know so much. I'll keep going. Oh, wait. What is this? What does it mean? Jacob Young. Runs out. You're sick, that's 6 innings. Yeah, wait, no, wait, that's 6 field outs. 6 innings worth of field outs. No one's out. Flies in. But no. Figures out. Let's see. What is this? What is this video? Is this the right day? This might be the wrong day. 19th of June. Let me just look it up on Real and see if I can find out him and use that to find this player. It's gonna take like 10 minutes. What up? Okay, it's worth it. It's not the 19th. Wait, what? I did watch this game. Oh. No, it was because I watched the game on the 19th. So I swapped. I watched the Atlanta game on the 19th and I just watched the Rays game on the 20th. So that's where I got it all wrong. 6-1. I believe that's it. That's right. I think it was Mesa Jr. sounds familiar. And really good. There's also really good, like, what's it like? I forgot what the term is, but it's like, it's really good that the left fielder on the Nats made sure to cover or something to put himself in a position where he could like assist with the play, and also really good that Young could even like toss the ball out before he like just started lying on the ground. And that prevented a run, very possibly a run for scoring. And it kept Simpson first. Yeah, because I mean the thing is, Simpson's also a really good runner. Last season, I think last season was his rookie season. He said he had like the second most stolen bases in the league. Despite him, I don't think he played like the full season. He's nice, in the top 4 percentile in sprint speed, which basically is like, I think this is meters per second, or maybe feet per second. It's like the definition might be somewhere around here, but a measurement of the player's top running speed is expressed in feet per second, and the player's fastest run second. Yeah, so and I've never seen this. I haven't seen this. It's like always in the mind. But the swing speed, the fastest feet per second, and the player's fastest 1 second window of the windows at least 3 feet per second. That is pretty fast. I'd imagine Simpson. Wait. Simpson doesn't have that. He's at 29.5. That's not enough for a goal. It's crazy. Oh, and then for this list, we're on top running out of Carroll and Jimenez, Nico Hunter, and Madison Michael, also out of Horror. 2 rows in this top 10 is pretty good. Unfortunately, I don't know, I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say they're dreadful to watch. So I don't think they're necessarily dreadful. The games themselves are just bad. Like bad days. Like the game at Kauffman Stadium, which is was this one, against the Rangers, just a really bad performance by the bullpen. And I think maybe generally the pitching staff isn't the best. But really, no, it was more so the inability of the offense to score with runners on the bases. Like the game had 5-4, which isn't necessarily low, but I think between the two teams was like 22 or something crazy. Kind of pencil on it. See if I mentioned. Meant that both teams left 27 runners on base the whole game combined, not each. Maybe I should like. That's for clarification. That game was just like really terrible. In that respect to watch, it's just like terrible, just like more and more like hopeless. And I mean, in the 10th, in the bottom of the 10th, the Royals loaded the bases with no outs. Yet I don't think they weren't even able to score because Jacob Blatz just like went crazy. And also, it's like maybe some kind of out, or maybe it was a strikeout, and Total lines into a double play. No, it was double. Granted, it would be ground, but I think it was a little faster into a double play. So then I think the Missouri, that was June 10th, and then the Royals game at Nats at Washington just wasn't my favorite. I did end up fulfilling this part of it. I thought of like leaving out like the A's and maybe the White Sox, because Chicago sucks. Chicago sports sucks. I mean, the city's probably pretty cool, but their sports suck. you have Chicago, the South Side, and the Suburb Health Park in Sacramento. Because the thing is, the A's game I initially put on the schedule, I didn't notice, was at Las Vegas, and not in their like the future stadium of home, but instead at their like AAA affiliates team, the Las Vegas Aces, I believe, at their home stadium. Trying for even hotter bats because Las Vegas' heat, above heat, and humidity and elevation. All those three just combined to a stadium that's even more. Oh wait, and the fact that it's a minor league stadium, so the dimensions I believe are smaller. The Sutter Health Park is the same in that it is also minor league stadium, AA, in fact. Right? Let's check Sacramento. It's like the Sacramento Cats. River Cats. I don't think that's their home stadium. Maybe. Oh wait, no. Okay, wait. So Sacramento River Cats are their AAA affiliate. Maybe the Las Vegas Aces were. Las Vegas was. Wait, no. Las Vegas is the WNBA team. Oh, it's the Aviators. Yeah. So the Las Vegas Aviators. Wait. No, the Sacramento River Cats. Wait, yeah. Wait, so wait, I just realized that the A's aren't even playing in their affiliate's home stadium. They're playing at the Giants' the San Francisco's AAA affiliate. So, I mean, Wikipedia says here that they used to be affiliated with the Sacramento team, used to be affiliated with the A's, the Athletics, until 2015, present. They switched to the Giants or something. I just didn't know that. This is why you gotta like research things. At least we can goofy. Thanks for being so goofy. Doing research. Whatever. I mean, I think that was it. Other great field means so health pack. Oh wait. Damn, I forgot something. I forgot to put parallelograms on my playlist. Stop, no. Don't do the secret. There is. I'm not sure if I'll even get to the end of this playlist. But I mean, at this pace I probably will. It's been like 3 hours. I've really this week, so. But I mean, I thought about skipping a few home stadiums, but I ended up just like getting to all of them, because otherwise it wouldn't be a complete experience. It sounds loud. Let's see how far we go. And I after today, everything stopped in terms of my videos. So let me see, I have a setting up for the games I'll probably be doing. I've gotta move on. I mean, I don't have to. I would like to move on. But I'm gonna, where's the second? I have to type text. So, yeah, Astros at Tigers, I was like yesterday, it was a good game. like beautiful. It's like one of those, like my favorite kind of stadium are those stadiums which have like buildings like direct, like very close to it. It makes feel like makes you feel like a small city within the stadium. It's really beautiful and it's really also cute. Like but also, that's the same thing I say about the Nats. The Nats Nationals Park and Petco Park. Petco Park has like you can literally like sit on buildings. I think Wrigley Field is something like that. Like they have like they have seats on a separate like building. Like you can sit on the top of it. Watch the game and like right from maybe. It's pretty cool. I thought about that. I just realized I didn't really pay attention to that. Wait. Alright, so I mean, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the game I watched today. It's Grant Holmes, which for the Braves. Oh yeah, and then Eisner, I think, he was really good for the White Sox. He pitched for, he didn't even pitch in the game, but he took like 2 or 3 runs in the first, and barely had to go early and pitch. He pitched like 5 innings, I believe. And mostly like, I think he also gave up 2 runs, but other than that, he kept the Braves calm. Which the thing is, like, Braves was a really good team this year. As they had said, the White Sox broadcast as a critic up the game, Braves were really good. And I saw them play against the Brewers, against Zariowski, one of the best pitchers in the sport. Zariowski gave up, and I think it's in the Brave 6 at Truist Park. He got into a really bad jam. He was just like, the thing is, the Braves have the ability to work the pitcher. Like they had been doing with Zariowski, like they got a few hits off him and also were just stretching him out. Just keep chipping away, fouling off pitches, and like several more pitches than he would expect Zariowski to play. Matt Olson, who's the first center man in the actually was surprised. I'm surprised by how big Matt Olson is. He was like the player who did the most damage to Zariowski. But I don't remember if he had any like actual hits. Probably at least one. The thing about his performance is that he's just like every outcome is like 8 pitches. Just take a few pitches that were outside of the zone that Miz really wanted also to swing at. And then of course he'd take a few strikes, but then like he'd make sure to foul off the weird balls. Weird process strikes them. And I mean that's how you really get to a pitcher, just making to get because that's just closer to exhaustion. The Phillies really couldn't do that, but the Braves did. And in the 6, he gave like, I think maybe it was 2 in the 6, I don't remember. But like Mauricio Dubon has this really like this dialed in expression on his face. I've never seen anything like it. And thankfully the Braves broadcast focused on that. Like they zoomed into her face and see it's just like glaring at Missouri towards the mound. It's like ready for whatever pitch that he would try to throw at him. Let me search up his splits kills. Apparently he's really good in 2-out situations. It's like generally highlighted. And today, in the game on the 9th, he also like, I believe, he was done an RBI double in the 10th. And that was the Braves' final run for something crazy happened. Is there like an out? Yeah. So 2 outs. Oh wait, I mean, just turned 26. So I expect this to be better. I forgot what the broadcast used for I think this is like runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He has really good averages. 2 out with bases loaded. He's batting .833 and 1. And that's single. It's basically just very likely to drive in the wrong movie too. Look at that. Flush shots. Oh yeah, wait, okay, here. This is really good. So maybe this is it. Yeah, he's batting .371 when in a situation where there's 2 outs and there's the scoring position. .371, .421, and with a 657 slug. That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's what the broadcast is. What is this? Yes, I see. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see. So this is relative to this situation. So compared to, I'll just do this. So compare split relative to the league split OPS. He's twice as good. He has twice the OPS. Doesn't mean he's twice as good. This is something or easy. He has twice the OPS as the league average for in this situation. It's kind of crazy. And he ended up continuing that trend, got an RBI, at least maybe 2. And that was the end of Missouriowski's outing. I mean, after the inning, but the Braves got to him. I mean, 2 runs in 6 innings is really not bad, but for Missouriowski, and especially in the circumstances of it, that he's supposed to be the ace and get them out of these jams. In fact, if he went to the jam in the first place, shows how good the Braves are. That's how kind of like my first glimpse into why the Braves are like 20 games above 500, maybe more. And so I watched the game today, and it went up by 4. Braves went up by 4, and slowly throughout the game, the White Sox clawed their way back. I'd like to June 9th. Like I think I remember there was just a lot of situations where the White Sox put runners on base, and like through the because just trial and error. They drove in runs and including Vargas home. I did forget about that. I remember that. Vargas did 2 run homer to cut the deficit in half for the White Sox. And then from there, they just like clawed their way back through mostly partially half of because of homes. I mean, mostly because of homes. Homes gave up 3 runs. And then of course the Braves bullpen is the best in the league. Let's check. But I don't think I remember seeing that the Braves had were number 1 in ERA. Yeah, look at this. The Braves are number 1 in ERA at 3.12. Ahead of the Padres, who have a 3.21. I mean, the crazy thing about Padres is that Padres average ERA. Is that they've, I think it's gone 43 2/3 innings more than Braves, and even more than these two. Most of these in the top 10. The Blue Jays, jeez, that is so many innings. And there's still the Blue Jays is 3.8. Of course, Luis Varland still has his ERA below 1. Robert Suarez has an ERA like 0.7. Mason Miller has a 0.78 ERA. Let me check. Where is it? So there's 0. He's only been in the league for 5 years. All-star these past 2 seasons. He deserves to be one again, I think. His ERA. Oh wait, no. Okay. Oh my goodness. Wait, it's even better. So on the broadcast, it's set at like 0.68, I believe. Now it's at a 0.56. As a setup pitcher, that is just nuts. He's 4-0 and he might honestly be the reliever. People might say that, but Mason Miller and Noah Varland they put up nice numbers, like Miller, of course. Probably to get to 18 strikeout per 9 or something. So it's 17. He has a .78. Yeah. It's 29 games finished, leading in the league. And it was the national record. Just making sure, yeah. Robert Suarez. He's only finished 6 games. He said sometimes closer, probably. Not all the time. He's mostly in the setup. Or like in the 7th or 8th. From what I remember. Robert Suarez did pitch in the game I watched today, and of course he put up his score in. But then in the 9th, Raiso Iglesias, in the Spanish pronunciation of it. In the 9th, he did also pitch a scoreless inning. And by the 9th, the end of the 9th, the game was still tight, so they went into extras. The Braves scored, Dubon scored to make the game, Dubon got a double to make the game 5-4, driving in the additional, and the White Sox stopped really inning, even after a little bit more trouble, I believe. No, it was just that double. I mean, it was a double. maybe it says it's ruled as a single for some reason. But I remember him being at second base. Oh no, wait, it was because on the play. So it went into right field. Who's the best runner on this? Albies, yeah. So Albies, Dubon hit the ball to right field. Albies went to third and just like was was told to go for the home plate. The thing is, it would have been a single if the right fielder, who's right fielder? If Montgomery had thrown it too second to cut Dubon off. But the thing is, Montgomery threw it to home plate. And I guess, like, Dubon went to second. But I guess because of that mistake, in judgment, it's so ruled as a single. So I don't rule it. I mean, is it an error? It doesn't say it's an error. It doesn't really say anything here, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. And then after that, the inning ended. We were just like ran out, features and fly out. Yeah, wait, okay, that makes sense. It was in the middle, it was like a little bit beyond the shallow infield. And I just went up to it, the fielder for the Sox. He was also able to get it. And then in the 10th, so Gonzalez, oh wait, okay, so Raisel Iglesias went another inning. So just like trying to seal the game for the Braves. He struck out Gonzalez, and then Mayroff grounded out to shortstop, which allowed Benintendi to go from to advance to third. And then up came, to the plate came Braden Montgomery, this day was his major debut. He had gone 1 for 4, and like he had an RBI. It was like the moment for him, like the moment you want to put yourself in. You put yourself in as a rookie, probably, like as broadcasters would say, when you use more students in mind. Like this is the kind of stuff you envision when you're like growing up and practicing ball and just going through just like just learning more about the game and playing in high school and playing in college, wherever you play. Let's see. I mean, maybe you didn't even play college at all. I don't know, but Montgomery was in AAA. I don't know what the AAA affiliate for the White Sox is. He was batting like 317 for them, and had 4 homers and 10 balls. He's playing for the Charlotte Knights. He's for the AAA affiliate for the White Sox. And he got up to the plate. He saw a changeup sort of in the middle, of like more inner third in the middle. So like the thing is, it's against one of the best relievers. Closers really, because Raisel Iglesias is also one of the best closers in baseball and the best ball team in baseball. It was the best team in baseball, really. I mean, you'd probably say the Dodgers are the best team in baseball on paper, but the Braves were performing, like just playing the best. At least at this point of the season. We saw it change up And then he got another changeup that this time kind of went. I'm not sure if it. I think let's say it hung over the zone. It hung over middle of the zone and middle, like vertically, horizontally. It wasn't a meatball, but it was pretty close. It landed in the top of the bottom middle square of the strike zone. And Montgomery, though I think he was, let me check, I believe he was batting as a lefty. Yeah, he's batting as a lefty. And he hits the ball up wrong field, goes to the wrong field, hits it with like the small, like towards the end of his bat. And it goes, and it just keeps going. And you can see Mike Yastrzemski, Carl Yastrzemski's, who is Carl Yastrzemski's son, probably one of the best players of his era, 60s and 70s. I remember Angel did talk about him. But I don't really have like a specific. I'm not sure he was necessarily interested. We were just a little bit bored. He did perform really well. I remember in the clutch of the season where the White Sox or maybe the Tigers won their World Series with Yastrzemski, who batted, batting like 527 in the last 11 games of the season. In the last 8 games of the season, and in the last 2 against these crucial games that his team had to win to win the pennant. Was this year when before the division? Oh my gosh. I'll check. I have to check. So that was really confusing. In the last 2 weeks, let me put this up on my screen because I downloaded the PDF for the summer game too. So those pages of song 315. Page 315 on a PDF. And we're gonna do I think $2.99. Yeah. So let's wait for this to load. In the last 2 weeks of that season, Yaz batted .522, 23 hits for 44 appearances, 4 jumpers, 5 homers, 16 runs batted. In the final 2 games against the Twins, both of which the Red Sox had, both of which the Red Sox had to win for the pennant. He went 7 for 8, won the first game with a homer, and saved the second with a brilliant rally killing throw to second base from deep left field. He cooled off a little in the World Series, batting only 400 for 7 games and hitting 3 homers. Shit. What did I just do? Okay. No. She's gonna know. Okay, so the grandson of Carlos Spencer, Mike Yastrzemski, looked at the ball in out left field, kept going, and then it landed just in front of the fence, into the stands, and the White Sox walked the Braves off 5-6. They're sitting 6-5. It's probably the best way Montgomery could have started off his career. It's like insane clutch moment. And that was it. That's the last game of the June month. June thing. Oops. It's not June month, it's just June. It's not, because of technicality, it's not June, so it's not June month. It's the June thing. Oh, jeez. Okay. So the games were lovely. That's all I say. That's the lesson I say. Great games, most of them. This is really enjoyable. Much more. Just like, oh no, I'll say this. All the home songs were much more stunning and beautiful to just like imagine myself and see. Even through the aim, the fact that, because despite the fact that the aims of the camera really don't really show the extent to which that she was of the dimension, of course, and also just showing the beautiful spots within the city. This makes me hope I can like live long enough to see all of them and also all of them my episodes. That'd be like the coolest thing. They don't say anything so cool. It's crazy. Okay, next thing, I log every day. I'm thankful I did this. Because like with my diary, it's like the same thing with my sim diary. Which unfortunately I'm stuff in 3 months. 5 months? Yeah, 5 months. 6 months. No, 5 months. 4 months maybe. It's been months. The thing is, it's like a different type of writing, so it's what I mean, the thing, I could change the setting of writing, it doesn't really matter, but it's like much more difficult to write about music. You know, just like talk about it for me. Probably one because I haven't really had much experience in, especially in discussion, but generally just talking about music is hard. And also, when I'm writing about music, it's generally when it's taking my favorite parts. The thing about these vlogs is that, I have a fifth student on my desk. It's 10 years since 2017. It's just cool. I don't know, fidget spinners are so cool. This is cool having my desk just really into it now. But I digress. I like this because it's like a certain way to document the experience of it. Like, I tried to keep a diary before, but it never really stuck to me, and I'm not sure. I mean, it's generally because of my laziness, but it's also because I never really forced myself to. With this, I did force myself to, and I mean, surprisingly, I actually did fulfill this like every single night. It was mostly the night. The thing I kept thinking about considering like making myself write more during the day before I had to go to sleep, so I wouldn't have to stay up until like 3 or 4, just like on my computer and stay up and lay around in bed. So I love to play phone in bed, like shit. But I can't. I mean, it's not. I mean, some days it was just to read because I also just put off reading the sun again mostly until I was in bed. It was a good read, but it's like it also takes time to. Oh, this album. I'm very thankful that I did this. You could read all my. I probably have like 10,000 words or something crazy. Some of my blogs were like crazy long. Because I just like impulsively write so much. I don't understand it. I mean, because there's really so much to write about. It's just like my time. And I listened to 2 full albums each day. I did fulfill this from what I know. At least, if not most, if not all, in most days. Maybe like 20 or 30. days at minimum. Some days, like I listen to different albums. Like I listen to Utopia or the Moon album, Pico Pico, Dempa, Forecast Me. Other days I'd listen to this, the Nick Keeler album. It's really lovely. Along with the album that I had been listening to, which is really great. And about how I rate is just like I listen to albums multiple times. It's like one axiom of how I interact with my music, but I really like it. It provides a mindset that cultivates it's like better connection to music. And that's it, start flowing bubblegum, so not have to be over. Let's see. Where is my guns? Boss man. They're up 1-0. I know they played today. I think this is a good thing to sort of enforce on myself too, because I should listen to more music. But I don't for some reason because I'm forgetful. And sometimes I also just like having videos in the background. So that is definitely a lot more distracting. And I totally don't want myself doing that sometimes because it's just like I can leave myself to the freaking videos. Like, I can't be as productive. It's terrible. Sometimes I can't stop it. I mean, it's not necessarily I can't stop it, I just think it's better for the situation and music. But the thing about music is that, like biking in rainy weather in the Netherlands to get to work, it feels kind of like, sometimes it feels so bad to start to initiate it at first, but once I get into it, it's much easier, it's cooler. And mostly, all the time, better than putting a video on. Yeah, so I think this is something good that I realized. So my goals were to read from the first row, read the Summer Game, and also finish reading Fiber and the Buttermilk. I accomplished both of these yesterday. I finished reading Fiber and the Buttermilk in the afternoon, just like when I began the rest of what I need to read to finish. And then I finished the Summer Game at like 5:19 a.m. or something. And that's not good, but hey, I finished it and it wasn't like I didn't really feel groggy, thankfully, during it. I just felt like a little bit of impending doom or something emotionally. I'm not sure how to go about talking about this, because if I do, then I'm just going to seem like a fool. But I really love these two books. And I mean, maybe these two books might seem kind of like very different when it comes to like in a vacuum of it, like examining these two books and like, oh, I don't know, how there could be a connection between them. I don't think it's necessarily like between them a connection is formed that I think matters. I think it's the fact that they both deal with life that matters a lot to me, especially like life as a future citizen of my country and future person that is going to have to be interacting with society at some point and have to get a job and do all this other stuff. And then maybe sometimes I wish I could be paint, draw, hand sign. I was like a career, but I'm not. I don't think that's what I want to do. But anyway, I think Fly Boy and the Buttermilk is probably the most important book I've read so far in my life. And the Summer Game, Jesus, all those cars. Summer Game was like really just lovely. Like another like lovely way of seeing life. Like I feel like I got to get lost and to an extent also drive your car into the bones of the dead. Or drive your plow to the bones of the dead was something that really tapped into the beauty that I also sort of get when I'm listening to National Soul Banks and that sort of like me, my eccentricity. Like I first learned the word eccentric, in Drive Your Car, Bones of the Dead, in that book. And I think it sort of like helped me along with Techno Tales music. So it sort of embrace that aspect of myself. And like I don't necessarily have to be like sad just because I am a social recluse. I'm just like there's a lot of things I can do to sort of tap into the belief that there are many things in life that can be seen as productive as long as I sort of like enjoy it and think of it with in a sort of loving way. Yeah. That's like the Summer Game really like was a big part of my enjoyment of the sport of baseball and sort of like extending that into something that into other fields that I have lots of things into, like writing and details, being really, it's like expanding upon little details that seemingly insignificant to like seemingly insignificant to a lot of people, but to normal life in society. But art can be like sort of for you, it's like one person's trash and one man's trash and no man's treasure. Sort of like that, really, when it comes to living life like that. I mean, living this life. You gotta like, of course, you can. A popular treasure isn't necessarily that treasure all the time, but you also have to. I think, for me, I also just like being able to find things on my own, and that's sort of like one of the things that Roger and Shell's work really brings to life for me, and I thought it was like an amazing book. When I say finishing, I say Flyboy and the Buttermilk is the most important book I've read because of I have to be. I mean, in general, I have to be. Let's see if I can bring out a accurate response, because it's like the generally like one of the things that is really important is just to be critical about everything, like rationally critical about life and society and everything, like how you just like are and grow and change as a person, both yourself and as a part of society. And critical in this circumstance, it's like critical has like a negative connotation, I think. It's like seen as just like being negative, but I think that the definition correctly and how it should be regarded is like just like and so just examining the merits and downfalls, whatever the obstacle is, of like certain things, and just coming to like, and from there just coming to a conclusion on it, and how maybe you yourself can be better, or like better with other people if you're willing to do so. Like tell people about it, or be just like have a better attitude, just be more informed and maybe helpful attitude, for example. I think it's really I was very unknowledgeable about African American, like it's just like African Americans in my society. Not African Americans, just black people. And I think this book has helped it sort of like brought to light how terrible, I mean, the way this country is built, and also other societies are built and then function from henceforth. It's even in the present, like how women are ignored in conversation, and even more so black women. There was a whole essay by Greg Tate that focused on, it was called Semantic Sisterhood. It was like focused on black women in working in cinema, which I think is really like, it was really cool to read, because like the thing is like each there's like an introduction to it, and then a bunch of different like segments for each filmmaker that was sort of like, what is it? Talked about in his essay. Like he talked to them things like probably through an interview. Or I mean, the thing about journalism, it's like I think interviews are more supposed to be like casual like conversations that of course can like try to extract certain things from people, but I think it generally is healthier and just like better, creates better opportunity to sort of just like genuinely like want to learn about the person you interview, and it really sits in at that in his essay, which I liked. I have a little bit of students in that. I'm terrible at talking to people. I just remember one example I laid down for why flywheel employment is probably, it's such an important book, honestly, for anyone to read, especially when they consider like all the world too. I learned about it through a Dirty Bird. I believe his name, his art name is Dirty Bird now. He used to produce music like D&B and house and other songs under Gun.mp3. Wait, okay, it's the other way around. He used to do music on Dirty Bird, and then he had DMCA complaint or something, and then he switched to Gun.mp3. I still see him on the timeline so often. He's like cool. Though of course I've never really interacted with him. No, I learned about him all the way through Quinn, because she So this is another black music creator, musician, and artist. Ben's been one of my favorites since the start of my time, which my time is listening to music just for a while. I don't even listen to it often. I like her EP, Sick Shit. It's like, geez, that's like this song I wrote from recently. Song that I imagine it was like one of my favorite songs ever. I remember listening to it riding my bike through the neighborhood, and also the first time I heard it was like this gas station in the middle of town. I have this weird vivid memory that I was sitting probably slumped on the car seat at the gas station. I saw the gas pump. The roof of the gas station was blue and with white lights on it. And I saw the sign and I was listening to this song on Bandcamp. It's like $1 It's like, it's such a crazy song. It's a crazy good song. And it's just a minute. Made me listen to it 900 times. And I heard Scholars. It's one of the best songs ever. In my opinion. One of my favorite songs ever in my life. That's really what matters more to me. And Claire creating best songs ever, and I've never listened to even one millionth of the entire repertoire of the earth. But I mean, for hyperbolic purposes, it's fun to sort of fun to do. So gotta keep that in mind. Okay, so was into the music projects I did do this. I'm going to talk about this. Oh wait, no, I can say something. I listened to 12 music projects. However, I only rated 10. The last music project I rated was Love in Us Everywhere. That's what? Let me see. It's like Love in Us All. No, it's Love in Us All by Pharoah Sanders. Such a lovely album. I listened to it 5 times throughout these past few days. Too Jong. A lot of people don't like Too Jong. The B-side to it. It's really amazing too. It's one of the. It's like every once in a while I'll get a song. I'll listen to a song or maybe parts of songs on an album that really make me feel things that I think it's amazing music. Of course, all of the time the emotion I feel most in music is just oh, I love this song. I keep listening to it, keep it in my rotation. But and it's been happening more recently. I've been getting a little bit more emotional throughout these past few months. It's also a good thing. I remember listening to 4 or 5. What is it? I've been listening to a few 4 or 5 songs. Let me search it out. The screen might be up. Let me search this up. What is going on? Tales from the Hood. I teared up to that song once. It's out of admiration. I would play the moment, but I don't have it downloaded. I think about videos on Firefox that buys twice as much. Think about videos on this laptop is generally one of the few things I dislike about it is that videos are annoying too long. But it's during the moment where 454 is has this flow that just it's really quick and it's solid, like a wall of okay, what I'm just trying to say, I really like that song. I teared up to it once because it's just so good. And I mean, it's like it was happy tears. It was a happy tear, but it's still like it's crazy. And to John, it didn't make me tear up, but it's like, and generally like I read about it on the log page 2, and I just read off a lot to make it simpler for me. There's a to John. Every time I listen, it makes me feel something. It makes me nod my head. I feel the sweet feelings within each other's listening. I did throughout these like listens, like especially on the first listen, it actually gave me chills. Like listen to the trumpet. I think maybe it was a trumpet that sounded like it was like a dying shrieks. Like it's insane how skilled. Like it's generally like let me search. Let me find something that I just thought about something Greg Tate said. Yeah, well, okay. Let me read this real quick. Anyway, I think I'll just read this. So, in Fear of a Nutpot, I don't know, it's just reading kind of museum. Let's say that talks about like maybe it's like a book that featured a lot of illustrations that were solely of African like sort of influence and thus arts, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing. However, Greg Tate highlighted the fact that it was only like exclusively from the continent of Africa, and I guess like maybe it seemed that the author was scared, and I mean not scared, but just didn't want to highlight to also show work that drew influence from European like art and history. What great, let me see if I should read this so carefully. What this all, okay, wait, I'll just read the paragraph. So, Greg Tate wrote, what this all points to is an investment in Western philosophical language for purposes of contestation that lasts all over any notion that this implies slavish devotion to white superiority. Black practice distinguishes the racist application of analytical tools from scientific analysis as a tool of struggle. Once we overcome the anxiety of influence, the question becomes how to bend, warp, and morph those tools to satisfy black cultural biases. Much in the same way that mastery of the saxophone in the European tradition would merely mark the beginning of one's training to become a virtuoso in the black tradition. And when to John is really like, really just like made me think of that, because like, how in the world, I just couldn't believe how in the world you could get a thing. Maybe it's like a trumpet with a saxophone. Well, not, I actually didn't look up if Pharoah Sanders is like a saxophonist or let's say probably a multi-instrumentalist. Oh, it's an American. He was an American jazz saxophonist. I see. So it's honestly crazy, and like it's kind of terrifying. So maybe like some people, there's some people that would dislike it. Some people think it's kind of like crass. Maybe that's the word, or something else just negative. I always thought like it's such an amazing experience. It's so evocative and great. Like it really like just amazing. It's like really like there's not much I can say to talk about because like what can be said. I don't have the knowledge, experience, or know-how around the vernacular that I know. And also because I say it's because my brain is so bad. Even the fact that I should be bad for talking and explaining myself. But it's just truly like just amazing. Oh, where's the music? So a landscape music can make me feel like that and sound like that. And I mean, accompanying the sighing shakes of what's it kind of like it was like maybe an baby elephant, but like I mean that's fun, and that's fun when you can interpret it too, because there's like probably like so many different ways that other people see it. And that's the thing, like, maybe some people see it as like terrifying, but people it's like a liberating thing maybe. And like another trumpet, or not a trumpet, like another like line of music comes in. It's like another like what can I say, like exorcism of the saxophone. It sounds like it's saying hello. Hello. It's like oh, and then the diamond tricks come back in. It's insane. And it's just like insane. I can't like not think that is an amazing album. Like the B side is just as good as the A side. It's a 9 for me. And what am I doing? Okay, basically it's just an amazing album. Just nuts. Now I sound like a now I'm putting on my music critic face. Cat on. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the music. I mean, I'm not a music critic, I'm a music journalist. Neither. I'm just a person who writes dumb things. But I really liked it, and I like the rest of this month's repertoire. It was an album that may be questionable to some if they were to look at my music page and see what it is. That is something I listen to for someone I've been talking to. He hasn't messaged me back. I mean, what is it? We haven't talked in a little while. Like, it's more so because I'm not really a good friend. I do hope he's doing well. I would like to write back to him eventually. I've kind of accepted I should just be alone in my room. And so I'm sort of just sticking to that. Okay, in these smaller goals, I didn't necessarily hit all of them, mostly because they were sort of like ambiguous, not like sort of I just tacked on to make this look nicer, because I like it when the rules and goals extend to at least the bottom of the page, but also because I just didn't know what to do. So first goal, fix my music collection page, which I did. I actually did. It looks really good. It looks nice now, I think. Let me see, I haven't tested it on this browser, because I usually use Firefox. I don't use Firefox, but this is like the browser I'm using to make sure I don't accidentally dox myself. Okay, yeah, it looks much better now. Originally, it was just a mess. Like the dimensions were out of whack. It was really, really bad, because I used VH, the viewport viewport with like willy-nilly all over the place, when I think that really should be only used for like big things, like really big containers like wrappers or like banner, like something like this. I'm gonna make it scrollable because like it's a little too big for the side now, but it still looks good. So it looks much better. And I also added a few things to the page, like this. I'm putting it under the cassette tapes. It is sort of a tape. It's not a cassette tape, but it's an 8-track, which I just didn't feel like making another section for it. Even though I do have miscellaneous, but I didn't really bother. I also added my vinyl for Boris Headrock 2002. The pictures on it aren't really the best, but the thing is, like, if you don't have light on it, you really just, it's just an orange block, an orange square. This is not what it actually is, because if you like shine a light on it, you can see like the Boris text in this little like strip of slightly dark color. But it's just actually just not clear. You can barely see it if you don't shine a light on it, which is honestly, it's pretty cool. The bad thing about it is that you can't really get that on camera unless you have like probably like some special like equipment or special lighting. But I'm not that dedicated to stuff like this, so I didn't really bother. I didn't do that. And also, the thing about these 3 new entries is that, I mean, they're not entries, I call them like cards. They have like pretty long descriptions. The thing, when I was starting out creating this webpage, for the most part, I wrote very short descriptions, because I had originally thought that like there was like a set space for the text and that was it. So I really had to keep myself from running like crazy. And that's what I did mostly. But then I realized it looks better like this, honestly, like you can scroll on it. And so because of that, a bunch of the descriptions go beyond the box now. And yeah, and it just works better functionally. And this is the CD, the newest CD I bought. I've been thinking about buying more CDs, but I don't have a job. I do kind of want a job, but at the same time, it's like I'm scared now. Because I was in the mindset back when school was in session of being like professional, I guess, but I'm not now. And I've been lazy for the past month. I've been sitting at 5 a.m. and leaving about 2 p.m. like half of a month, and now I'm like, you know, I've been thinking about just filling out my job. It's just like, I can't bring myself to. Do I probably will soon? Cause I want to just start. I gotta start soon. So otherwise, I'm gonna have enough money to move to college. I mean, I save money, but I don't really generate money. So that's half of the problem. It's a big problem. and this is the most recent CD. I'll just talk about it quickly to make. I'm not to because I don't want to be pussy about this. I bought. Pretty sure I bought. Like I found this album while looking at radio music. And I bought it for the weird urges, like edgy urges. Like this is on the same thought process as me wanting to buy a Salem Life with Me, but I didn't buy it because it's like $110. But I bought this. It's a Japanese. I had to buy it on a Japanese proxy website, and I from it. It was actually like one of my favorite albums of this year. That I found this year. It ended up being like probably the best purchase I've made, which is surprising. And I don't really regret it. So kind of, I don't really think about that often. And I'm not sure if I would put on even a pin on the touch surface. The cover. So then we have, oh yeah, and then other website, then like I updated my photography page like once and I just left it be. Because I'm lazy. Another thing, like chalks up to laziness. And since I got used to the raw sort of stream consciousness wavelength, I mean, absolutely, that's kind of like my main mode of writing that I like doing now. But I just didn't feel like trying out for photography. The big problem for the webpage now is that I'm really not even like writing and taking that many photos, because since I've been at home for the past month straight, basically it's been around like 18 hours in the day. I mean, I haven't really had much chance to do stuff, take photos outside. We'll just be outside, because since I'm so limited, I just decided to stay at home, because the world, open internet is bound to have just much more in store. Not necessarily productive, but things I want to do to better myself. Which is sort of weird, because like the thing about the internet now, both because of shitification and generally social media, is that a lot of people think of the internet, probably think of the internet as like a place that's sort of the opposite of that. But I mean, when you look more into it, like first the fact that you can still create your own websites if you didn't know. Like it's not just social media anymore. I mean, it's never been just social media. Of course, there's always been like websites like passion projects, but also just like other websites like Fancrafts. I have websites that like showcase a lot of different things about the world and even our society and culture that I think are cool. But of course, it's sort of not sometimes because it's like a generalization. This is bad. Things. Okay, so this next goal, create a few card graphics of players. I created 4 of them, so I would consider that fulfilled. My favorite one would be the gauge jump one. I won't show them on the stream because they're kind of like, I don't think they're bad, but I don't think they're as stunning either. So I'll just leave it. They're on my logs page. They're all on my logs page. And I'd say the least volume is my least favorite. But I mean, I feel like I could probably consider creating more of these throughout the season and maybe in the winter too. Cause it's like just give me something else to do that's somewhat like I would consider it productive, and it's also just like fun and lovely. It's like pay homage and to my favorite, to the cool players like Arise, but also Gage Jump and Young Diaz and Warren are creating something that, I mean, it's not necessarily for them, because I mean, for them it's sort of what is it? Sort of infer, it's not the right word, but sort of the correct course of action that the sort of lead you to think that maybe that I have like sort of like genuine there's like sort of genuine dedication and love for not love, it's like it is passion, which I think is admiration maybe for these players, which I mean dedication, sure, no, you're not tired of it. It's like I'm not a good fan, but I just really like it. So I like how these people play. Like I saw Yanni Diaz. I wanted to make the Yanni Diaz one because I saw him. I watched him in the Tropicana Field game. He in bottom of he got a single that I think might have scored driven the run to make it 4-3. I mean, he was at least part of that one run they scored before losing the game 4-3. It's just like highlighting these cool things, and it's like giving myself an opportunity to learn more about these cool players and sort of learn more about the sport itself. And that's what, and what I learned about this the graphic design and stuff that I may use in the future. Like I was actually today I accidentally stumbled upon like an old edit of one that I made like 4 years ago by now. Back then I was talking to one of my favorite online friends. I was talking to her about like I was starting out just doing stuff on Photoshop, and maybe she like sent me a photo or like a picture of an anime girl. I'm not sure what it's like. I think this is like Love Live with Anjali. Like I sort of just decided to edit it because why not? Like it's like I cut out the girl herself and then like did some more stuff in the background and added an icon. And it made for like this weird edit that my friend said she liked because the colors were like kind of vibrant but not too like piercing or something. I don't remember the exact words. But she liked it, and that's what sort of inspired me to keep creating. And I think it's like a few more like edits to it. It's probably it's probably still looking up. Like I think I made like a too good video. Different like cover, for example, and there's also like I made a few covers for different songs. I think. I think they're just like for fun. Like there's this one I made for a 4-line song. I mean, it's not. I wasn't for the 4-line song, but I had 4-line lyrics of that song on the picture, the edit. It's like it's actually kind of cool to look back on because I don't even. The most of the time, I didn't even know how I got to use like beautiful, beautiful and weird at the same time. Like, colors. Maybe I'll post them on my post them later on. I was thinking about that, but I'm not entirely sure. And then lastly on this page, we're gonna keep using scores and scorecards. I believe I did fulfill this. Like I did try doing this for more than 5 games, definitely, but a lot of them, I mean it's not a lot of them, but a bunch of them I didn't end up like I wouldn't end up counting, because I ended up like not tallying the final score stats, which is like my main problem because I was lazy, and because like I wasn't really doing this for anyone. Well, I mean that's wrong, I'm doing it for myself, but it's like the sort of mindset I hold sometimes, like subconsciously, which is unfortunate because I mean if I did hold the mindset forever for every one of my works It's like I wouldn't even have the motivation to write a log every day or write my diary entries. And that's just not true. And they could be serve as many things for other people too, if I would be willing to talk about them and expand upon them and upload them in general, which I am doing. Because like I feel like if I actually just like, I think one day I might like go off the grid genuinely like do other stuff that's genuinely just for myself. I mean that would probably have a different type of fulfillment. It probably won't feel the same. I do wonder what that would be like. Alright, wait, I'm gonna change the music. I'm going to end this pretty close. 2 hours and 2 hours just talking to myself. I'll upload this to YouTube, so I won't just be talking to myself. Maybe I'll get like 10 views on it, and one comment's gonna be like, "What are you talking about, Brody?" I don't know. I mean, it's just like that's what a lot of people in social media like to do these days. Which is also right. It's just how it is, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't think people would even want to bother, because it's like you can see like 2.5 hours, and it's like it makes sense because I don't really click on 2.5 hours for videos like this. I've seen videos, you know, I know it's like 5.5 hours. I don't really watch that. I don't really watch that. The problem is I don't really like actually do the thing where I use YouTube as like a background thing, you know, as background that often. I'm not sure what to listen to. Put this on and then I'm confused. What is ABS? I don't know. Okay, so I guess I'll go over these questions. I've been looking for a job recently, no. What will my forfeit be this month? Oh, I forgot about this. Since I completed this month, I think I fulfilled my most challenges this week, so I don't really have a forfeit. I just gonna be like, give everything up and sort for my job, I guess. Question for the person now. What is it? That sounds like some like an angry Q&A. Just I don't know what I just said that so kind of weird. Why is there no film posting ban? Yeah, it's because of this. I felt it has been invasive in my life, but I've been control. I've had more willpower, which is really good. And thus I hadn't been as big of a problem, especially since I have more time. But during the school year, I might return back to it because like I have less time to myself. I mean, what is there to talk about? Here's a schedule. There were a few things that I haven't changed on here. Like I did swap a few games and also add on a few games like this. Like this isn't entirely wrong. Like you could just imagine I switched these out. If I actually had switched them out, then maybe had to switch like this game out with another game, then I wouldn't have to have like done this at all. Like watch it today. But alas, it's not what happened. And like of course this is some of the flip side. Really, like if I was thinking about like just adding a few extra scares, but I might because it might look weird. Because I would like to. I have to figure out how to code that in. I mean, I could probably just add like different, let's wrap it with the same class and it's like pick the 2 squares, but I don't know. I might like it maybe later tonight if I remember the homework so. There's a couple of things to talk about and I should probably get off this. It's 10:30. I'm gonna meet myself down. Just in this shirt. I'm gonna make me something to drink. Oh yeah, wait, I can remember. Get final count. Of word count. Log page. There we go. So I think I'm kind of considering like putting this on my log page. I don't know, because I don't like people. It's not that I don't like my voice. I just don't know. I don't like posting myself on the World Wide Web. That's more for my social media accounts. So private. Because I have my friends online. But I do really like it's sort of like accidental how much I wrote, but in the end of it all, it's a good thing that I wrote this much, and it would probably be better if I wrote even more. But one, I am slow with writing still, so and also I wrote late, and those 2 things I said sort of what was big things. What deters me from stops me from learning more. This session I said like 5,000 words. But I don't know. Unless I read like AI generated shit YouTube.com. Maybe that'll tell me that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me take this one call. That might be it for what's on my website. So now we arrive to the big dilemma. What is after probably not asking yourself this, but oh my gosh, what is that? No, stop. Jesus. Okay, so maybe you're asking yourself, or it's more so myself. I'm asking myself, what's after this? Because like, it just can't be it, right? Like I just can't just go back to normal life. Lazy. And I would say no. Or what? I would say there's more. I'm gonna do more things related to baseball. Recently, I've been posting random stuff. It's mostly just like pitches. I saw while playing around with StatCat Savant's baseball Savant's search function. I just like try to find the nastiest pitches, and I just posted it like on my Twitter. It's like what's going on? It's like it's funny, a little funny, but it's also honestly like really cool. And I posted it for people to see, and like, no one's funny. But it's cool. It's honestly like cool. Just talking about it today. Like I learned about what's his name, Pat. Let me see. Pat Venditti, who's this like one of the only pitchers in the MLB like ever who have pitched, who have been able to pitch with both arms, and the dexterous, also known as a switch pitcher. Now, switch pitchers are much more. You'll see a switch player every now and then in like a lineup, and like if you. Okay, throughout these cutbacks this month, I've seen some hit switch hitters, but I've never seen a switch pitcher, and that's because there's so much rarer. There's another, I also found out there's another switch pitcher in the MLB. His name is Rambles. So it looks like that's a Dutch name. I pronounce it wrong, but it's like Sinche, it's like Mancha. Smithy's name. The Dutch language is kind of cool. Sancho. This might be like Sancho. Oh wait, wait. There's another prospect called Angelo Sancho, who's currently pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals AA affiliate in Springfield, who's also an ambidextrous pitcher. The reason I nearly said amphibious there is because apparently an Oregon, a newspaper from Oregon apparently ran a story with a headline that called Pat Venditti an amphibious pitcher or something like that instead of ambidextrous. It's kind of ridiculous. But anyway, I learned about this guy for the first time. And like I looked him up on YouTube because I felt that I remember I saw him. I thought it was like a scenario where a switch hitter and switch pitcher were like moving between the different sides of the batter's box and the mound. It was like they couldn't decide which side to pitch from and which side to hit from because the batter would have the upper hand and the pitcher would have the upper hand, and then the batter would want to have the advantage hand. So he would switch to the other side, and the pitcher would have to switch to the other side. And it's kind of an annoying process because the pitcher's glove is big and also just kind of annoying to put on. Because baseball gloves are kind of annoying to put on quickly. And like having to do that multiple times in like a short span of time, like not that, it's like, and the short is not bad, so it's like, yeah, gotta do something about this. And so there's a rule put into the MLB that's colloquially known as the Pat Venditti rule that makes switch pitchers, this is on the switch pitcher, indicate what side to pitch from by like putting the glove on their hand when they pitch from, or the pit opposite on the opposite of the hand of the pitch, and then just like positioning themselves on the rubber on the mound, which is from where a pitcher will pitch, will do their motions and God damn it. What's up? Motions isn't the right word, but I think it's a used term. Do the pitch routine maybe more like it. And then from there, the batter will have the upper hand. Or I mean, generally, really, it's just like will have the ability to like, get the upper hand by then choosing to bat from whichever side he chooses. So this guy, one guy, had to have a rule put in for him. Because this was in the minor leagues, but he would eventually go into the pitch in the major leagues. And I posted a clip of him striking out a guy, a batter on the Reds. So it was like Nick something. So I can look it up. Let's see. Let's see. Versus Nick Senzel. This is from 2019, and I don't think he's been in the league for a few years now. Yesterday, Nick Senzel struck out against Pat Venditti to end the inning on a really nice curveball, honestly. I looked up on Baseball Savant like pitches that had like above a 3,200 spin rate or something, and I just like looked around, and the thing about Baseball Savant is like there's a lot of information on it. Like on the search function, you can see like you can group the pitches in different ways. Like one of the ways to do it is to group pitches by pitcher who has a pitch that fulfills what you're searching for, and Pat Venditti's like, and the thing is, next to the name of pitchers, you have like a right-handed pitcher, left-handed pitcher, which is like the side they throw from, the pitch from, because that's what I like to look down. And but the thing is, Pat Venditti had a unicorn next to his name. I was like, what the hell is that? I tried looking at clip to see, and there was no real indication. So I just looked it up, and sorry, it was I'm sure. It was a switch pitcher. It's kind of crazy to think about. There's a pitcher who have the advantage no matter. Oh no, because the thing that rule stops pitchers from having the upper hand. So the batters have the upper hand because on the side of that. And this side's about front of you. Oh damn it, I went off on a tangent again. So what am I doing? What I want to do. Oh yeah, no wait, that was one of the things. Another thing I'm gonna do. I probably won't do that for too long, because it's gonna. I'll probably just pitch random. Cause I like touching random things. So I just feel like that. But I'll do something in the next. By the end of the month, by the 12th, I'll just do something by the 12th. Because the thing is, I don't have to do it by this month, but the 12th will be the last day before the All-Star break starts. 12th is Sunday. I'm thinking of doing like a watch-along kind of stream. But the thing is, I'm not going to remove my face. So instead what I'll do is like, what I'm thinking of doing is doing a score, like doing the scorecard thing, just like putting the way I fill out scorecards digitally on the screen, putting a few of couple things, graphics on the screen to allow people to see like the general score of it. But other than that, I'd be like, sure, if also be doing like a play-by-play. Just like talking about, it's more so like casual, like talking about the game. Because I don't expect myself to be really good at it. But I would want to do something like approaching play-by-play. And while I do that, I also fill the scorecard to add to that. And for that, I wanna research. Big part of the broadcast is like the stats that I brought along to amplify points, to just talk about things that the strategy of the teams and share like trends or just cool facts and sort of like amplify the game and stuff. And so I wanna do research on that front. I want to like check Joe Davis, the announcer for the Dodgers, I believe. Maybe the Dodgers. I don't remember. Joe Davis like has posted his notes for his broadcast a few times. I'm gonna have to look that out. I have some ideas, like a bunch of ideas laid out for what to research. And it'll be extensive research, but I think it'd be worth it because it's probably be fun to look at. Do I have to do it on like a day or two? Because otherwise the data isn't really relevant. I want to do that, and I mean, as a result, I would like to stream it because I don't have friends, so I'm joking. I don't talk to people very much, so streaming is honestly kind of fun because I have just like the excuse to talk to myself, like go beyond my brain, like 24/7. And I mean, as far as watching that, I made it. So the way, oh jeez, don't open up Firefox. The way I keep track of all this stuff is like writing notes on like a HTML file, and maybe eventually like putting this on my website or something. So, this is what I have in mind, what I've done so far. And before the streams, it should probably be within a week, because I want to get a head start on it. Get a good amount of time to work on it. But most of it will come in. Would I have to do it like the day before? Or the day before or the day before that. I mean, I have a lot of ideas, but it's all laid out on a notepad in a text file that's not organized. They should be easy to organize, and I'll do that before stream. I have a few things to do before stream, but what I'm going to do is sort of make a layout, which is what I've done here. And it's something that'll look somewhat like this. I want to make it look pretty, and I might do more of that later on. Here's the game. And then like underneath the game header, I'd have general stats, general information about the game, like weather, but also ballpark and dimensions and division maybe. No, that'd be for the team. Let's something worth writing down though, like division, interdivision level. TJ Stats posted on that. before I went to sleep. Intro step. That's when I woke up, and I think it's really important. Intro. Oh my gosh. Intro division. Record. So I have the general information for the game, so it won't apply to either team. Though of course one team is a home team, but technicality. But whatever. So I have that, and then there's 2 boxes for each team. I just put placeholders here. I don't think the Tigers are not 42 and 20. We're never 42 and 20 this year. And the Charlotte Bobcats are not even alive anymore. And then over here, I'd have like larger headers for each section. It'd probably be like fielding, batting, and pitching. And when I have like starting pitching for a bunch of other different sections for that, if couple / necessary, like bullpen versus starting for pitching. So it's not really necessary. The thing is, I think maybe instead I'd do it for like individual players, like fielding for players in the starting lineup, and then batting for players for the starting lineup. I don't know anything about researching. Starting lineups aren't announced until like 2 hours before the game. So I'd have to do like 12 players or maybe more to make sure I cover everyone. So like if I already covered everyone, then creating 1 or 2 more analyses shouldn't be that hard, because I already have the framework and stuff. I mean, what is the framework, but from the general like just how to do it. I can just like copy paste it, put in the stats. But it like there'll be the 2 sides, and I'll put the logo here, put the record, maybe side this, and just like general team stats. Oh yeah, and these 3 components of the game: fielding, batting, and pitching, and then just general team stats like other like like runs per game, runs per game, errors on the season, stuff like that. Just like stuff that applies to the team, of course. And maybe I'll also put like players. I want to do like players and put their like selfie, quote unquote selfie, to like portrait or something. I also want to do like hot tips. There's a lot of stuff I could do with this. And even with high concentration, like the thing is, I want to do these streams also because like it makes me concentrate more on it. Also having fun with it. But like, might not approach entirely fulfill what I want to do. Every aspect of the boat. I want to get close. I mean, I hope I get close, and also make sure I get some other things that analytics are covering. Maybe life stories that I talk about in tunes. The thing I think that's hard the most is pacing all these out. Because I'd also have to make sure I talk about the game, the performance of the game itself, but for pitching and fielding, for all aspects of it, because that's something important to put in place. Just like remembering the past, the previous times up to that on the 8th or the day on each game. And then on the side here, I just added a sidebar. I think it's good. Just like put fielding. And the thing is, like, fielding and batting and all these different like sections would probably be the same size. Though if it comes to there being a difference for some reason, I'll just like put like different slashes on both ends of this, like the Tigers / Bobcats. It's like, since the headers would have their own ID, I could just like it will just automatically scroll to different parts of the page. Make it easy for myself. Yeah. And I mean that's the extent of it right now. Just some ideas. And I hope I can actually do this. Like I think I have. I'm ready to do this. I just hope I can get to it anytime later. And so like I've got to like decide what game I'm gonna cover like very soon. I'm thinking of like the last week, like not this week, but maybe next. To give myself something to prepare, and also just give myself time to think. So I'm gonna have time. I just hope I don't waste it. So, I mean, I'm gonna be here for some. I have for today. Let's see what wordle. No, stop. Switch. I tried working on. Oh, I gotta work on it too. I tried working on the watch level. Let me write that down. Work on watch on layout. You might have already seen it for like second. I still gotta work on it, but it'll be like mostly rudimentary. That is minimal, more so because I'd be doing most stuff on GIMP, which is the digital drawing program of it. That. Oh gosh, like doing everything on. Also including I forgot about this, but I want to do like stuff that some broadcasters like put a starting lineup at the beginning. Field positions. That was something else I want to do. Like put the team's heads on the field. It won't look that pretty, but I think it'll be good. Just like a cool thing to talk about before the game starts and refer to maybe every once in a while. I think another hard part is going to be like keeping up with the score. I'd probably be doing this on my bed. Thing is, baseball games, I mean, they are slow. They're still sometimes hard to keep up pace with, especially in terms of like having to fill stuff out visually. Because, I mean, I do this on the bed. I wish I had a funny iPad or something like my teachers had. You could like fill stuff out with an Apple Pen. Maybe I could just a drawing tablet. But alas, I do stuff. My finger on the trackpad isn't that bad. With the practice I've been getting, it actually has been pretty cool and not that bad. So I would just do like a few other different graphics for the stream. Go watch along games. Put effort. I don't know. I just feel like putting it's fun. Put effort into dumb things. They're dumb things, but they're dumb things that way, so it's worth. Even if we get no chatting, nobody even pays attention to the freaking thing, it'll be worth it. Because like it's at the end of the day I should be doing this. Like I do stuff for I'm gonna be nice, I'm gonna be kind and be the best I can for people. But at the end of the day, I think it is somewhat reasonable to be a solo. What is it? To be solipsistic in that, really. But I mean, no, because I don't have an idea what that philosophy is. I said disregard that. So it is also important to take yourself seriously, or not take yourself seriously. Like, be serious about yourself, myself, and really just like realize a lot of things are in my hands. And so a lot of that matters. It's more. It's kind of like the idea that home teams will play 81 games at their home stadium more by a very big margin. More often than not, you're going to be dealing with yourself. And it is important to remember. Because otherwise, it's like, I used to really like, I've never really considered myself like a people person. So I'm just like really it's weird. I don't know. But I think it's important to not necessarily be kind to myself. I don't have to say that, but just remember me. I am me. So gotta realize that me is don't X it out. Realize that me is important too. So should I do a wordle? Screw it, man. Should I do a wordle? I'm not gonna do a wordle. It's just embarrassing. It sounds so good. This album is really good. Lucy's so cool. And Ivy's amazing. Ivy's amazing. She's just crazy, crazy producer. It's like, shouting is the best. Let me stop myself. Shouting is a generational song. Wait, so I'm gonna play it again. Oh damn! No! Stop! Don't show this. It's very weird things on there. I think there's some weird things on that. I will admit. Only like 3 albums, but they're kind of. I got rid of the freaking album that I alluded to earlier that may look off to people on my profile, creating music profile, because the thing was the community around it. I don't like them. It's weird. And this is how it's just gonna be sometimes. It's like grip tape. Chill out. I'm not making any sacrilegious. Let's see. Does that work? Yeah. I'm not making a sacrilegious comparison day one after I finish reading. If I roll up on this, I'm just leave it at that place. Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, Instagram filter. I don't want to be on here very much longer. My grandma's probably going to be yelling at me for talking, so I'm unconsciously loud. It's a bad habit. I don't talk much. It's like, maybe I should just be quiet, or I sound better this way too. play this one. Okay, this one's cute. Wordle. Let's do like Wordle. No. Let's do wordle. I love wordle. I haven't played wordle in a lot of time. Ooh. Those who know will know this is the enemy of the United States right now. It's Bosnia and Herzegovina. The US won the game. I think it was like 1-0, 2-0. And I saw another notification earlier from ESPN that said the Balogun red card was wrongly. Balogun was wrongly booked. This is unfortunate. 3 names of Bosnia and Herzegovina. I'm sure. Oh no, this is Serbia. This might be. Is it Macedonia? Albania? No. That's Kosovo, so what? Oh, I shouldn't. I feel bad. Slovenia's up here. So wait, can I see the borders? I can't. This is so weird. Where's the water? There's no water. It's just this. What is that? Oh, I'm not getting that yet. So I'm like stage 2, stage 2, I'm not getting that. Damn, I should know this, because this is familiar. I'm on my last guess. Croatia, Serbia. That is Albania, North Macedonia, that's Kosovo. Hungary is out. Bulgaria is out. Moldova, Romania. Croatia, Slovenia, Slovakia, Czechia is out. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. What is that? Ballic of Guernsey? Just Guernsey? Maybe. I'm gonna cheat. Let's just see if I can tell what is on this. Because I don't want to give up. I might scroll past it, but I don't think I have. Mexico. Nepal. It's not North Macedonia, so I'm not sure. Serbia. Slovenia, Slovakia, Sudan, what the hell? I might give up. This is really bad. Why am I so bad? Why am I bad now? Yugoslavia. Let's see Slovakia. Montenegro, oh no. Yeah, I remember now. Montenegro. I did just scroll past that. Shame on me. Bosnia. No, Skopje is like North Macedonia. Hellas. Is there a Hellas? No, there's like, I'm not gonna be able to scroll through this. There's like a billion. There's a billion cities. What was Walsford? Isn't Walsford something like a French island? French colony? I haven't done this in so long. This is very bad. I might have to move on to state. No, I'll do this and then maybe I'll just move on to state. But I mean, not move on. I'll just play state after this and then feel a little bit better. I have no idea. Brno. No. Brno's like maybe a city in Czechia. It's not a capital. Sofia? No, that's Bulgaria. Bulgaria or Hungary? I think it's Bulgaria. Goodness. Actually, no. Let me scroll again. Maybe. That was fast. No. Burn. It's gonna take me forever. So, yeah. That's a souvenir. No. What is this? It's what is this? Jeko? That's like the Bosnian player. Sure. No. Sticky. Herbal, that's Turkey. Turkey, yeah? Is that how's their name? Too random. I don't want to give up. So that's not cool. Probably not. English Herbal, no. I might just, no. I give up. Sarajevo, oh my. It comes back, cause like, I usually know this stuff, I do know this. Damn it. I don't know. I didn't know that. They're adding like new things every day to this. I mean, they're adding. This is new. I've never seen this before. So sorry, this is Zagreb. It's like something like this. God damn it. How far is Sarajevo to Zagreb? Why is it in kilometers? Can I change it to miles? I'm sorry, I'm too like converter for you. 160, 170, 170. Yes, 180. Okay. Wait, 10 miles. That's a small. Oh, that's kind of a small margin of error, but it's fine. Oh, it's Bosnia. There's a good one. I don't think it's part of the EU, right? A beloved Bosnian street food of grilled mincemeat, sausages, served with flatbread and onions is called this one. Yep. In the 1995 FIFA agreement that ended most of the fighting in Bosnia and Herzegovina's war is most commonly known as the Good Friday. It's like Dayton reports. Can you guess which landmark is in Bosnia and Herzegovina? No. This one. Yep. Can you guess what the above landmark in Bosnia and Herzegovina is called? Kurvika Warfare? Yep. Can you guess the national landmark? Okay, that's too easy. Just their flag on the shield. That was cool, but it's not very hard to tell. Rambles kind of looks like a football club. That would be kind of a cool idea to have as a badge for a football club. I think that's what it's called. They don't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. Two of the most common spoken languages in Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bosnian and Serbian. Yeah. Like some of those both. Serbian is Cyrillic, maybe, I think, right? So, there's two Cyrillics here. Cyrillic languages. Wait, and then there's a mix. There's a mix of them. Oh, it's too easy. But why? Why is there a mix with them? Between each other? Let me look this up. And Latin. And then what is this? Where is the can you just give me sources on why they use the two? As a Russian, I'm wondering why. Can I see a Serbian alphabet? Did you know Serbian? The weird thing is that the line both had Cyrillic and Latin. Serbian Cyrillic alphabet, also known as the Serbian script, Serb script, piecemeal. There's a standardized version of the Cyrillic script used by Serbo creations. One of those two official. It doesn't. Okay, I should probably read more before being mean. So it's one of the two official scripts of the Mars standard in Serbian, Montenegrin, and Bosnian. The other being Guy's Latin alphabet. So there's two different scripts. They're originally in medieval Serbia. Wait, let me see. Maybe modern alphabet. Does this answer my question? Contemporary period. So in accordance with the Constitution of Serbia adopted in 2006, the Cyrillic script is defined as the sole official script for use in government and official communication. Okay. Special letters reference from Serbian polls are dominant, while official publication prefers the Cyrillic script. Romanization of Serbian. And these both. Repeating using remove articles that were published in survey. But the danger of syrup being for replacement of land, the land danger was deemed as a certain national symbol. What is this? What am I? Serbia is kind of unique. It's one of the only countries in the world that officially uses two to completely different alphabet. Let me just read this. Hold on. Oh, wait, I want to put some music on though. Let me do that. This is like how Serbian, this is not how Serbians are bilingual. This is one language written two different ways, both particularly correct. Why two vowels should go short answer, history is messy. Mess. Oh my gosh, no. Serbian, Syriac is also known for American Russian German. One letter equals one sound. I'm not reading this. No, I feel like saying that makes me think I don't like reading. I don't know. It's like I'm scared that any article that plays is just gonna be like weird robot AI reading. It's like wasting my time. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I don't know. Read AI stuff. I was more so to figure out good writing style. It's like short. See, this isn't an indicator necessarily. Where's the per capita GDP? It's probably like 8K. Okay. Among Boston Music Units and neighbors, which has the highest per capita GDP? Probably Serbia. Oh, that makes sense. Croatia. What's the same population? It's gonna be close. Yeah, 3.4 million. What's the currency used in Bosnia and Herzegovina? Okay, I think that's for most populated cities of Bosnia and Herzegovina in that order. I'm just gonna do this. Damn it. Sarajevo is number 1. Then Banja Luka, number 2. Number 59. Mostar is number 3. And then Tuzla is number 4. So it's really close between the two. Another game, I didn't know. Oh my gosh. I'm another very hasty, answer. So I mean, the thing is, Croatia has more, but it's only by a little bit. Like, of course, it's like, it has a weird shape. It's round in Bosnia, Herzegovina. So maybe you think it's a pretty easy answer, but it's still pretty hasty. So it's a mistake. Oh, okay, so this is cool. It's Bosnia Herzegovina, 162. One guess. Entry records. What the heck? Admitted Venezuelans. Wasn't having a lot of travelers. Next game in 36 minutes. Oh jeez, it's 11:30. I'll display where's stable? There it is. Travel. What is travel? It's Massachusetts. New Hampshire too. Connecticut, and I believe that's Rhode Island, right? Let me just sweep for this. Not Salem, it's Salem. It's Boston? Salem is the capital of Oregon, maybe. No. Wait, what? That can't be right. Has it always been Boston? I thought Salem was the capital. Did they change it recently? If they changed it, I would have heard about it. Like, changed in the last, like, 6 months. So I always thought Salem, Massachusetts was the capital. I'm not sure. Maybe Salem, Oregon's capital? Yeah, that's what I was confused with. Okay. Consists the state seal in Massachusetts. Okay. Where's Vermont? Vermont is very cool. Maine, the state seal. New Hampshire's is cool. Rhode Island's is cool too. It's not just like the papers, it's more stuff around it. So it's a nice shade of navy. Massachusetts is this one. State fish. Might be cod. Yeah, okay. So along the border. It's either Connecticut or New York. I'll just do New York. New Hampshire. How many people live in Boston? I was thinking like 3 to 5 million, and then I had to like think about it, because I thought like, of course a lot of people live in Boston, so I had to adjust, and then it was just turned out I had to adjust even more. So, which landmark is associated with Massachusetts? I'm thinking Old State House. Okay. That's so cool. Boston, it would have been a trap, it would have been a failure. Very big failure if I were able to find the team. W. It's good guesses too. High seas Massachusetts is not good. Yeah. Damn it, I have no idea. Oh, Massachusetts. Yeah. It's close to. But Vermont is small. Kind of small. They don't have a ticket for this one. A traveling ticket, unfortunately. That's okay. I'm gonna get off of this, and I have been on this for too long. One more game, because I have to listen to this. This song's not over yet. I'll just do the wordle, I guess. Fine, I'll play the wordle. So wordle. 6 chances to this 500 let's do trips. This isn't what is it? And efficient, but whatever. Okay, so maybe slash unknown XEMXR that leave maybe lemur. What is that? What is this? What is this word? What is the word? What? Demur. What is that? What is this word? What's no? Stop. Started a streak at 7. No. I never started a streak. I mean, I did start. I don't do it. Congratulations, what? Is that Demir? Let's switch this up. Demir mean to no, wait. Demir. Merriam-Webster. Word of the day. Merriam-Webster. So demur verb, demur. Synonyms of demur. Take a 3 question first. I've been wondering what this is. So let's read the definition first. To take exception, abstract, often used with to or at. Routine passages to demur up to a proposition which is so widely accepted. Samuel Alexander. Law definition: to file a demur. Archaic, delay, hesitate. In which situation is a person demur? Good question. In which situation does a person demur? Object, so ask a question. That one. Who would most likely demur if asked for a controversial opinion on the spot? An activist leading a protest chant, a diplomat navigating a sensitive political negotiation, or a poster reading survey results out loud. Okay. Demur complete. Relate the elephant sliding genie. Genic? No, genie. That's genie. Okay. Oh, and the demur noun, the act or instance of objecting, hesitation, usually based on the doubt of the acceptability. Okay. I guess that's a word. I got it. Okay. Imagine not getting the wordle. That can be. Wordle's so easy. I can't believe it. I'm joking. Wordle and feet. Oh my gosh. Alright, no more. I gotta go. I need to leave this computer before I spend another 2 hours playing video games. Let's put on a quick song. I don't want to go downstairs. I'll just put. This is the shortest song in the world. Back when I used to rambles scroll through Wikipedia, I put on the shortest lines ever to make it easier. Which isn't entirely ethical, but it's not. At least I never bought it. I'm the best at this clan. I'm the best at this crap because I'm gonna be honest and not cheat because I don't cheating just gets rid of the satisfaction. So. The VOD start. I don't know if I keep it up because I get scared. Okay. Okay, it's already good now. Goodbye. I'll be posting. I'm gonna probably be posting this later on YouTube somehow.